Hello, fellow Cern monitors. Here's N0LTT. The handle is Jim, Juliet, India, Mike. Today's video will be about Cern monitors using APRS tracking. A brief introduction of APRS, why APRS could be beneficial for the Cern monitor in an emergency situation, a brief discussion of information garnered from the APRS software, and a demonstration of APRS.FI in tracking a mobile station or stationary. APRS stands for Automatic Packet Reporting System. It's an amateur radio-based system for real-time digital data communications. Data information can include latitude, longitude, whether a station is stationary or mobile, compass bearing of the station, beaconing information like the last time the station transmitted a beacon, and messages from other hams are just some of the data points that are available. Additionally, there are desktop and phone applications that can show stations' location, track moving objects like cars, planes, bicyclists, and people who are hiking. APRS is a convenient way, as I said, to locate and track individuals who are either using their radios in an APRS mode or have downloaded and installed an APRS application on their cell phone. When using an APRS application, you are able to enter a call sign, and if the individual is transmitting or has transmitted a beacon, the program will locate where the individual was located. Useful information for use in emergency situation includes time, latitude, longitude, address, and altitude. In an emergency situation, you'll likely be working with another amateur radio operator, and it's possible that they will have their APRS beacon up and running on their radio. While collecting information to be relayed to 911, you can enter their call sign into your APRS app and get a location on their last beacon transmission. Typically, APRS radios will transmit a beacon anywhere between 120 seconds up to 5 minutes. Really, it all depends on what time interval the user has chosen. There are a number of APRS applications available. APRS.FI is a Google app that works well with phones as well as PCs. APRS Pro SE and APRS ISCE/32. For more information, I suggest doing a Google search and it will reveal several of these applications. Some are free, some are single-time fee. I suggest you start with a free one like APRS-FI. Now for a demonstration about APRS.FI. In the URL address line, I'm typing APRS.FI, press return. It loads up a map. We're somewhere, I believe, in Nebraska. That doesn't matter. I'll go over here to this particular input box and type in DENVER, Colorado. Now it loads a map, and it shows you all of the activity that's going on in Denver at this point in time. There are all kinds of weather stations. As you can see, there's a ton of them. There are several repeaters here. W0TX is one of the Wires X repeaters that are in Denver. And you can also see that there are little icons that look like cars. I'm going to click on this icon. So with all that information there, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just to eliminate some of the distraction. And you can see there are several people that are driving right now, at least in this part of the map. And I see this car right here, so I'm going to double click on it. And this pops up a information dialog box with 2 bits of information, the date and the time, and what the speed that the individual is traveling at, and their particular altitude. I want to know more about this person, so I click on the info button, and it comes up with the location. You can see here's the latitude and the longitude. Talks about the individual's last position. Here's where their last position was, and it was taken 47 seconds ago. And it also tells us their elevation, their bearing, and their speed. It also tells us what kind of radio the individual is using. They're using a Yaesu VX.8. Go back to the map. Now, you're on the phone, you're talking to a certain individual, they're in an emergency situation. You come up to this top input box here and type in their call sign. So I'm going to type in N0LTT-9. -9 is an indicator that I'm a vehicle. So I'm going to press search, and immediately it pops up a location of where N0LTT is. You can see the information here that I was traveling 4 miles an hour at a bearing of 181 degrees, and my altitude was 5,308 feet. But I want to know more information about the individual. I want a specific latitude and longitude. And here that information is contained as I showed you earlier. It also tells me what my last position was, tells me what my course bearing was, how fast I was going, and the rig that I was using. Going back to the map, you can see now exactly where I'm located. You know where the latitude and longitude is, and you can relay that information to 911. Just remember the information that you're providing them was at the last time that radio beaconed or the cell phone beaconed, if the cell phone is in an active range where it can receive and transmit information. So here's what we covered today. A brief introduction of APRS, why using APRS could be beneficial for the Cern monitor in an emergency situation, and a brief discussion of information garnered from the APRS software, and a demonstration of the particular application APRS.FI in tracking a mobile station. Thanks for taking the time today to watch this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like on the YouTube channel, and if you would also subscribe to it, you will always be notified when we put up new training videos. Thanks again from N0LTT 73s.